This week I'm looking to get back into the running and absolutely smash it. Now, I've already done one running session so far this week. I've done my thresholds, which was 4 rounds of 8 minutes with 90-second rest. And that was the most intense exercise I've done since being unwell. So yeah, that was really, really hard. I'm not gonna lie, I found that really tough. My heart rate just fell through the roof from pretty much after the first interval. I was like, oh my God, I need to get this over and done with. So yeah, it was really, really tough. And today I've got my toughest session of the week, which is a speed session, basically 1K repeats. So I'm trying to pretty much match my goal pace for my 5K time, which is going to have to be like 3:50 per kilometre. I don't know whether I have that in the legs. I reckon for the first couple I might do, but just with how I'm feeling, how sharpness has been and stuff, I'm not making excuses, I'm just being honest with where my fitness is at. I'd be very surprised if I managed to do all of them at that target pace. I've got 6 efforts to do in total, so we're just going to kind of see how it goes. I'm going to obviously give it my best effort and try and dig in, but the intensity on Monday, it just felt so hard. Today's Wednesday, I had a rest day yesterday. The intensity on the thresholds, it just felt really, really tough. My heart rate was way higher than it should have been, just obviously from being ill and stuff. So just kind of getting back into the higher intensity stuff. So I'm hoping that I can dig deep, get through it and hang on to the paces. I would genuinely be surprised if I could, but I'm obviously going to go and give it my best effort to do that as well. I have got the pink Bobby Dazzlers on, so hopefully that'll give me a little bit extra speed. You know, you always feel better when you've got a nice pair of trainers on or a new pair of trainers. So yeah, hopefully we can give these a good test. Not had them long, so yeah, I'm enjoying running in them, but I've only really done like slower runs in them. So yeah, looking forward to that as well. Also just like delaying it as well. I've like recorded this bit a couple of times and messed it up, and I'm like, oh, I need to get it right. So I feel like I'm just gonna make it like delaying the inevitable almost. And I don't know if anyone else ever gets as well when you're just about to go out for a run, like you're getting ready, getting your shoes, your vest or whatever, and you just like need the toilet like 10 times. I'm just like, I've just been to the toilet, I've just done a piss, like I don't need again. I guess it's just nerves, but yeah, time to go and get after it. I will, if I can breathe, if I can speak in between intervals, I'll maybe give you a wee update of how I'm feeling and stuff. If not, I'll see you afterwards. Oh my God, that is me done. Excuse the state of me. I think I'm absolute beetroot right now, absolute mess, but that was a quality session. Done really well. My average was 3:55. Absolutely delighted with that. I know it's like 5 seconds off the average that I was looking for, but considering I've not done too much intensity within my runs, honestly, I'm delighted with that. I'm so happy. I had to go to a dark place for the last 3. There was a horrendous headwind. Again, not to make excuses, it obviously does impact you. It's an external factor that can kind of impact your output. Your perceived effort just goes up almost instantly. So yeah, managed to kind of hold on as much as possible, tailed off a little bit towards the end. So that's obviously something that will hopefully improve over the next couple of weeks, just chipping away at the work, getting the hard work done. Yeah, I was really kind of flagging at some point. It felt good for the first half. I was really surprised I was able to hold on, but I'm delighted overall. I had serious doubts going into that, whether I would be able to kind of hold it at all after the first couple, and I did kind of manage to hold on to a pretty good pace overall. You can see the last one's a little bit slower, which just shows me it's probably just that little bit of extra sharpness that I'm lacking at the moment. So I'm confident that within the next 3 or 4 weeks leading up to testing, I can improve that. The goal with this session, I'm just going to increase the intervals each week, more than likely, and just try and match my pace. But it'll just be a volume game over the next couple of weeks, getting as many in as I can. It gives me hope that I'm not too far away, and that even on the day I might just be able to dig that little bit deeper and go for it. So yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing overall, delighted I managed to stick through it. I was just kind of breaking it up in my head into little check marks, because like the last probably 2 or 3, I was like looking at my watch like, oh my God, I'm only like 200 meters in or whatever. So you just kind of have to like break it down into smaller sections, and I don't just mean like looking at your watch, like going 100 meters at a time. You can do that, but what I do mean is just like external checkpoints. So like just spotting the next lamppost and just say, right, I'm gonna get to that and then try and kick on. Or if there's like someone running ahead of you, just think, right, I'm gonna chip away and try and catch up to them, and then I'm gonna kick on. Just those little kind of external things that can keep you pushing and take your mind off the horrendous headwind. It was as soon as I got to the halfway point, because I always usually run like halfway there, halfway back, if I'm doing interval stuff. So yeah, I always end up running into the headwind on the way back. So it's good for the mentality though as well, but it does obviously make it tougher. But overall, delighted to get that done. Massive boost, and it gives me good confidence that I can just kick on over the next few weeks or so. Rest day tomorrow, which is Thursday, and then Friday I've got a strength session. And then the rest of the week, as I've shown you before, I've got a conditioning based session on Saturday, and then a nice easy run, which I'm also looking forward to on Sunday. But I'm buzzing for the Friday session now to go and smash my strength stuff. Really looking forward to that and kicking on with that after a good session today. Feeling absolutely class overall. Yeah, there we go. Run done. Glad it's done as well. That was horrendous, but good. I loved it. I loved the pain. So yeah, excited for the rest of the week. So now I was heading into my strength session and started off with some squats. This is my first set at 140 kg. Then I went into 150 kg. The first rep felt good, and then I absolutely shite-bagged it on this second rep here. As you'll see, the bar's flying up, but I shat it and threw the bar off my back. So I watched the video back and then I was like, no, I absolutely have that in the bag. So I went back, did it again, and as you can see here, managed to smash through 3 reps nice and strong. Felt really good on that, and that was a massive boost of confidence for myself. I was gutted after watching the video back. I was like, I definitely had that, so I had to go and make sure that I did it. Then I went into bench press, absolutely smashed this as well. Felt super strong on everything during this session. This was 110 for 3 reps, which again, really happy with. Feeling the strength coming along really well. Obviously tough reps towards the end there, but absolutely buzzing that I was able to smash through that. Then I went on to my strict press. Now my strength on this has been flying up as well, so I was delighted with this. This is my heaviest set. I went for 70 kg for 3 reps, and yeah, I definitely feel like there's more in the tank as well, so I'm buzzing to keep pushing on with that. Then I had my pull-ups to finish as well. This is something, it's probably one of my weaker ones overall, and it's the one that I've got the biggest gap to kind of try and push on. This was 30 kg I did for 3 sets for 3 reps. I managed on all of them, so was feeling good strength overall, and then we were done. That was it. I'm absolutely buzzing off the back of that session. Been feeling really good this week. I think having the rest day in between my key sessions has been an absolute game changer. I've still got 2 sessions to get left over the weekend. I've got like a full conditioning session tomorrow with bike thresholds, which should be quite tough, and then I've got an easy run on Sunday just to kind of see me through back into Monday's threshold. So I feel like it's a really good balance of training. I'm feeling class, feeling good, absolutely buzzing. Not really much else to report apart from the fact that I'm absolutely roasting. It is so warm, and yeah, another really good session. I'm buzzing to get stuck into the weekend's antics. So that is me actually wrapped up my training for the week. I didn't manage to get clips of the rest of my training. I just kind of wanted to go and get on with it and smash it because I had stuff to do over the weekend. So that's me finished now. I did my conditioning session, which included some bike thresholds. It was 4 rounds of 6 minutes with 2-minute recovery ride, and then I had some burpee and wall ball kind of capacity work in there, which was basically 2 10-minute EMOMs, and you had to get certain reps within each round, which was quite tough by the end. The thresholds I felt quite good on the bike, and then the burpees to plate, the wall balls were quite tough to be fair towards the end. So that's kind of just good conditioning stuff for obviously my Hyrox related testing stuff, so looking forward to kind of retesting that. I think I'm going to absolutely smash that, to be fair. And then I had basically an easy run yesterday. It was 40 minutes and I was meant to do some strides at the end. I just didn't do them. My legs were feeling pretty heavy after a heavy strength day on the Friday. Did my thresholds yesterday with the wall balls and burpees. The legs were just feeling a little bit too fatigued, so I just left it as an easy run by itself because I also have a threshold run tomorrow back into Monday. That'll be like another kind of tougher session. So it's kind of like 4 training days in the bounce. So I just, again, strides, they're very low kind of cost, but I just felt my legs probably didn't need it at the time. So I was like, right, just do 40 minutes easy. And I was happy enough with that, and I felt good for getting that done as well. So that is another week of training wrapped up. It's been a really good week, to be fair. So thanks again for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.